Hey, it's Adele from Let's Get Inkie, and today we're doing some journaling. So I'm using my Traveller's Notebook insert. It's the Midori, or are they? No, they're not still Midori. It's the 003 insert. I get asked that a lot. So it's just from the Traveller's Notebook company, and I've got these two photos of Mr. Moo. One is where he's reading, and the other one he's gazing at a painting that he loves to grab and feel all of the textures on it. And I wanted to put these photos together because they both show two of Aaron and I's hobbies, interests, I guess you could say. And I kind of just wanted to do a page all about how I hope that he also has inherited our love for creative things and for reading, and if he doesn't, that's all good, but I just wanted to note that he is already showing that he loves those things. I'm using the August Citrus Twist Pocket Life kit, and I am just going through it, and because obviously there's a black and white photo which has black and white in it, it has no colors to pick out. This other photo has a lot of blue, so I definitely wanted to use some blue, and so I went through the ephemera pack and picked out anything that was blue, and there seemed to be a lot of yellow in it, so I thought, hey, let's go with blue and yellow for something a little bit different for me. So I'm going through the Pocket Life cards in here, and I think this was the first project that I did using this kit. It's now the end of the month, and I have done several projects using it, but I always get a little bit nervous with the first project that I made using any kit, just because there's so many choices, and I think that if you are someone that feels that overwhelming feeling as well, give yourself either a challenge or a color theme to kind of direct which choices you should make, so that you don't either put all the things on one page and then feel like it's too busy, or B, want to hoard all of the things because it's your first page and you don't want to use any of your favorite things straight up. So I think by choosing the blue and yellow color scheme, it really did help me a lot. Using a glue stick here just to glue these on, because of course this flower is a bit of a funny flowery shape, funny enough, and it's hard to stick with double-sided sticky tape. So glue stick has worked for me. This is actually a really good one. It's a Ranger glue stick. I think I got it in a class kit somewhere, and I've really enjoyed it. Now I'm adding some washi tape. This is actually from the scrapbook kit, and it's from, I think, the new crepe paper Willow Park, I think, collection, and it's nice and thick and chunky, so I wanted to add that. And I know it's green. If you're an inklet that watches a lot of my videos, you know how I feel, but I thought I could get away with it because of the green in the flower leaves. So if you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. This is actually my second channel. My main channel is called QUILL, where I do scrapbooking and project life. I call this my second channel, but really I put the same amount of content now on both of them. So it's kind of a co-equal channel. And I also have a Patreon, links in the description below if you want more info on that. And I also have a vlog channel, which we have neglected a little bit in recent months, basically the recent year while we had a child, but we go on streaks where we're good for 5 days of uploading, and then next week it'll be 2 days, and then the next week will be 3, and then the next week it'll be nothing, and then back to 5 days. So it's all the descriptions are in the comments below. So I'm just going through, and I went on a bit of a tangent because I'm just sticking bits and pieces down here and trying to have a nice mix between things with text and labels and icons as well. I like to have a mix of those three things. I am going to find it hard to not hoard the stickers on this sticker sheet. There's some very pretty things on there. There's also some things that I really love the look of, but I probably wouldn't use on a scrapbook page. So you'll probably be seeing those here in my Traveller's Notebook, because I feel like I can use those stickers that are a little I don't know, a little more specific. Oh, here I'm using, I got these new Staedtler watercolor brush markers, and I wanted to see what the colors were, so I swatched them previously in my new color journal, which I did a video for Patreon only recently about my new color journal. It's a new art journal because a girl can't have enough art journals on the go at the same time, and so I wanted to check what colors the blues and oranges and greens and yellows were, because it's all good to have a look at the like the lid of a texter, but they don't always look the way that they seem. But luckily I was able to use this navy. See, the lid of the navy is much darker than what it actually turns out. It does say Creative Soul, not Creative Joel. It does look quite J-ish, and I can't unfortunately fix that. So we've got a bit of a Creative Joel on our hands. Now it's time to add in my journaling. So I'm using a Pilot G2 pen because it writes quite nicely. I'm really interested. Thank you for all your feedback. Actually, in a recent video, I asked for tips on beginner fountain pens, and a lot of people did say that the Pilot Metropolitan was a good choice. So I'm going to have a little play on the Jet Pens website. I think a lot of people recommended that. So I might do a few purchases. I think I'm going to have to also include my dear husband Inky Beard. If you don't know, he has his own YouTube channel. The link's in the description below, and he loves pens and journaling and sketching and all of that stuff. So I think he will also join me in a little bit of a pen haul, and we'll see what we can find. If you'd like us to do a little like a haul video, I know haul videos aren't everybody's cup of tea, but let me know in the comments if you would like to see what we do end up picking from there. So here I'm just kind of doing my journaling in the little crevices created between these embellishments, and then if there's crevices that are just too small, I'm just doing some little doodly illustrations. Then over here I purposely blocked that bit out because you didn't need to see me tracing all of those letters. It is quite time consuming. You don't realize until you edit a video how long it takes to do some parts. For me, the longest parts are definitely when it comes to my traveler's notebook, the writing sections. And it's often hard to see because my hand is covering what I'm writing. So with that tracing of the outline of that Creative Joel / soul, I just cut it out because it was a minute of your life that you could use doing other things. So here I'm just writing a little bit of information just about how much he loves reading, and he's mad for books, which is fantastic, but he always wants new books, and the problem is you can only have so many books in a house. He currently has a collection of board books that takes up 2 giant containers. I must admit I am a sucker for a new kids picture book. I think it was because if you're new to my channel, I was a kindergarten teacher or primary school teacher before having him, and I have so many picture books, but he's still in that ripping toddler stage and he's not quite ready for those. We've sacrificed a few books and I don't really want to sacrifice any more quite yet. We can read them to him, but he spends, I would say, a third of his day flipping through his board books on our lounge room floor. It's really sweet to watch. So the fingers are out. That means I'm done. Sorry for this bit of a tangenty voiceover. We went on many tangents today, but I hope you enjoyed this little page. Don't forget, I post a video every Friday over here on this channel, and then every Saturday over on Inkie QUILL, and there's often extra videos during the week for my design team posts. But until next time, I will see you then. Bye!